All right, good morning, everybody. We got a full house going on here today. So in that full house, we are here to give you a superset workout. In that superset workout, we are going to do everything that we usually do with strength and core work, a little lower too, if you don't mind. But we're going to start off with a railer. I'm going to ask the guys and gals in the back. I got Vicky over here, Drew's coming in, Amber's behind me on this side. They're going to hop on the floor and they're going to get into child's pose. All right, from that child's pose, we're going to come up onto all fours. From all fours, we are going to do an alternating arm lift right and alternating arm lift left. So the idea is that we are going to continue to raise those arms. After you do about 4 or 5 on each side, we are going to go to leg lifts. So we're going to add the leg lift only. So as we add the leg lift only now, we are extending our legs and our arms on the next round. So point that toe down, and then as you get more comfortable and you want to alternate arms and legs, start to do that now. Your thumb goes to the ceiling, your toe points to the ground. Well done, we're just warming up that core, we're warming up those shoulders, we're warming up those glutes. Now, we're a little tight quarters in here, so I'm going to ask everybody to do their right leg first. Slide your right leg out to the side of your body. As you do, you will be able to sit down onto your heel. That bottom back foot, you can put your shoelaces on the floor and flex your toe, or you can curl that toe under. Your choice. The leg that is out. Every time you sit back up, I want you to slide that right foot away, please. Then I want you to come back up and slide it away again. Then I want you to come back up and slide it away again. So that long-legged stretch should get a little bit deeper. Looks good, looks good. From here, we're going to come back to center, and we're going to go out with the left leg. So super important that we're opening up our hips. Butt is going back, chest is up. Try and stay out of your neck. Super important that we do that. So today, we have got a superset workout. That superset workout is going to be like this. We're going to do 2 exercises. In the first round, we're going to use both arms and both legs. In all upcoming rounds after that, we're going to go to single arm, single leg. So we'll do chest presses and glute bridges, bicep curls and deadlifts, back rows, pistol squats, and then a core one at the end. I'm going to ask Amber and Drew and Vicky to come back to center. I'm going to ask them to bring their right leg up into a half kneeling lunge. From there, I'm going to ask them to put their palm on the floor on the same side of the leg that they have up in front, and then I'm going to ask them to sweep that other arm to the ceiling. So as they go through it, their arms are stacked over their shoulders are stacked over the bottom shoulder, their backs are flat, and they're opening up their chest. Looks good. I like what I see. So we can do one more and then we're going to switch to the other side. As we go to the other side, that hand goes down on the floor. We're trying to keep that whole palm down. Now, if you can't do that, that's okay, but you should be working on that as you get better at this. Your shoulders are going to stack, you're going to sweep through, and you're going to do everything in your power to open up that chest, feel that mid-thoracic spine open up, get that back warmed up, and then we're good to go. I'm going to ask the 3 of them to stand up, and I'm going to ask them to stand next to or in front of or beside their mat, and then I'm going to ask them to do some ankle rolls. So an ankle roll is just that. You're just putting that foot behind you and you're rolling it around in a circular pattern, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Now the very first superset that we're going to do today is going to require chest press. So chest press can be done with a band on an anchor point, it can be done standing or with a band on the floor, and then it can be done with weights on the floor. We're going to alternate that with some glute bridges. So if you're going to do the anchor point, you're going to be getting up and down a little bit. We should switch sides on our feet, which I think they have already done. So I just want to get your head wrapped around that they're going to be 6-minute bursts of supersets. We're going to fly through that. We're going to do a very concentrated move on chest and glutes, then biceps and deadlifts, then back rows and pistol squats, and we'll take you through everything. Now before we go any further, we're not going to give up on our ankle rolls. We did them for a reason. Why did we do them? I want pogos. So that means both feet go at the same time. So when I say go, I want both feet going up and down fast. Quick as you can, ready, set, go! All right, we're moving them, we're moving them, we're moving them. Good. I want to see those feet go up and down, up and down, up and down. Stop! Now this time, when I say go, they're going to all go here, you're going to go at home, and both of you are going to go at the same time. And then what we're going to do is when it's time to stop, I'm going to say right or left, and I just want you to stand and hold on that side. Ready, set, go! Both feet, both feet, both feet, both feet, right! And then you're trying to balance. Ready, set, go! Left! Good, you're trying to balance and hold that till I say go again. Go! Apparently the three of them were all drinking last night. Go! 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 Right! Alright, so go get yourself ready for some chest press and some glute bridges. Make sure you have your weights, your bands, and anything else you're going to use. We'll be right back. Alright everybody, I've got a band. Now what I'm going to show you can do on the floor, you can also do standing. Vicky is going to show standing apparently. Amber's already going to show that one, that's fine too. So, we are going with a chest press for 25 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, Drew is doing weights on the floor. Amber is doing a standing chest press. I'm going to have her turn and face the back wall. Because now you can see where that band sits across her back. Vicky is doing it on an anchor point. Now Amber could also do this on the ground, which I'm going to encourage her to do so that she doesn't have to get up and down 27 times. Vicky got the short straw, she's going to have to get up a bunch, which is no big deal, and Drew is just pounding those weights up and down. So, glute bridges are next. Alright, what do we do during a glute bridge? We lay on the floor, we grab a weight if we want. We just wake up by driving through our heels, push that glute to the sky, let's go. So, Vicky's in the back doing the same thing as Drew. They both have a weight. They're going to hold. Now, while you're doing your glute bridges, this is not rocket science. So this shouldn't be that difficult. I'm going to talk you through what's coming up. When we go next time, we are going to do one arm at a time with chest press. Then we're going to do one leg at a time with glute bridges. So we're going to really fine tune this and do short, quick bursts. So set up your band so you have both handles in one hand, or set up your weight so you have both weights in one hand. Or if you got, one heavy weight like Drew, you just have one heavy weight. But some of you have 2 10s, might be able to make it a 20 by holding both weights. Now Amber has got her band the way we showed it earlier, and she's just got one hand going at a time. Vicky's back here, she's got her elbow up nice and high. She's doing a great job of pushing straight forward, keeping her core engaged, doing a good job with the workout. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice job. So what happens next? We're going to do the other side of the body. So Drew's just switching that 45-pound plate to the other side. Vicky's got herself set up with the band on the other side, and so does Amber. Now, there are ideal ways to do this. Let's say you're really struggling, you don't have any toys. You can be doing push-ups and glute bridges with just your body weight. Now, that would be an awful lot of push-ups, so my suggestion would be to do a round of push-ups, then a rest, and then a round of glute bridges, and then a rest. So it really depends on what you have at your disposal. 3, 2, 1, it is time for some glute bridges. Now, we're going to do single leg. Amber is going to take that band, she's going to do a long-legged version. Drew has got his heavy weight and doing a figure 4. And Vicky is going to grab a lighter weight and do a straight-legged version. So as you can see, 3 very unique versions of how to do this. They're driving through their heel of the front foot. Hips are going up nice and high. Okay? As we go through that, everything goes straight up to the sky. We do our best work here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we got to switch to the other side. As we get to the other side, we're going to figure out to keep with Amber's version. She's pulling her elbows down to touch the floor. Drew is doing it with Vicky, where they're trying to keep their elbows off of the floor. So very different when you have weights or not. Drew does not have quite the same flexibility. If you notice, Vicky is only going up and down. Drew's lack of hamstring flexibility would have had his leg at a different angle. So he chose the figure 4. 3, 2, we go back to chest press now. So by going back to chest press, we're gonna make sure that we do the same arm that we did first last time. If that's your right arm, great. If that's your left arm, great. It's whatever you want it to be. Ready, set, go. Good. Now Amber can make this a little bit harder by putting her legs up and by extending this arm. And then she'll realize, wow, there's a little bit of an isolation move. Vicky can change this up by putting her feet together, by standing a little bit wider to make it easier, by stagger stancing. There's a lot of different ways to make your standing position easier or harder. All right, we gotta switch sides, and that's the last time we're gonna do that arm. We're trying to make these short, quick supersets. So this workout is just a series of 6-minute workouts, so that if you're ever tight on time, you can rewatch this and just do one round of everything and you're good to go. Off we go to our second round of second move of chest press. Amber is not happy that I chose this version for her right now. Vicky's doing a great job keeping her core engaged, keeping her glutes engaged. We have 10 seconds, baby. Come on. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna push hard. We're gonna push through this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. As we relax, we are going to move into our glute bridge. Last set of glute bridges, and we'll take a break. So, literally, 50 seconds from now of work, we're gonna be done. 3, 2, 1, pick a leg, let's go. Up and down we go. Are we doing straight leg? Are we doing double leg? If you're tired, maybe you are doing double leg. Maybe you do one round with weights, one round with no weights. We've got 15 seconds left. We're gonna push through this and we're gonna do great work. Come on, let's go. Drive that leg straight up into the air. Drive through that heel. Put a little pause on top. Make sure you're squeezing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, we got this, we got this, we got this. Let's go. All right, now we're gonna do the other leg, then we're gonna take a short break. At the end of this, I'll tell you what we're gonna do next so you can be ready for it. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Opposite leg. Glutes are driving up to the sky. Shoulders are up. We're staying out of our neck. We're doing a good job of squeezing the glute of the leg that's on the floor. Keep going, work hard. We're gonna get a lot of what's called posterior chain work today because we're gonna do some bicep curls and deadlifts next. In 3, 2, 1. Everybody take a short break. I'm gonna give everybody just a minute or so to get some water, and then through that, we're gonna get set up for bicep curls and deadlifts. And we'll have some single leg and double leg and single arm, double arm. See you in a minute. Second superset, we're starting right now. When we start it, we're gonna start with just a double arm bicep curl. We'll show different versions with bands, with weights, and we are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so as we do that, we haven't shown these in a while. If you don't have the ability to get bands or dumbbells because you just don't have them right now, or your store doesn't have them, we can make a 10-pound weight out of a 1-gallon jug of something. So roughly 1 gallon, 10 pounds, it's about, close to it, just depends on what you're using. And then you can easily have 10-pound weights at home. Now after this, we're gonna do some deadlifts. So Drew is going to grab some heavier weights, and so is Vicky. Amber is going to be showing the band version. Now if you notice, she's not holding the handles. Everybody's gonna hinge at the hip. Now, if I can get Amber to turn and face Drew, I want you to notice how Amber's head and shoulders and tailbone are all in alignment, okay? Now, Vicky and Drew are doing the same thing. I just was standing next to Amber when I needed to teach you this. So as we go through this, we want to get down to parallel to the floor. Now, when we do the next round, we're going to go to single arm versions. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, so now, Drew and Vicky are going to hold one weight completely straight like they're holding a tray. Amber's going to do the same thing with a band. All of them are pulling their shoulder blades back. Their chest is up nice and high, and they're going to move to the other arm, okay? Now, when you do the other arm, sometimes it's hard to not go all the way down, and you need to do that. You need to get that arm all the way down to its full range, okay? So this is the first round of single-single. So when you go back to view this workout in the archives again, we're going to call it a double single-single workout. All right? So we got to do the other arm, and then we're going to do a single leg deadlift. Now there's a lot of versions there, so pay attention if you haven't done them before. Good. Vicky's doing a great job of pushing her shoulder blades down and staying out of her neck. You don't see that her shoulders are up trying to touch her earlobes. Driving through your heels. Drew is already whining and we're only on round 2. I mean, what? Seriously, I have to fire hands down. Come on, man. All right, let's go, let's go. Let's finish this one up. All right, we're going to our deadlifts. Now, Amber is going to go sideways and Drew is going to go sideways. Vicky's going to face you guys. Drew is going to do the body weight version. So his arms are going to go out straight and his leg is going to go out straight. Ready, set, go. Now, Vicky is going to do the same thing Drew is doing, but she's holding a weight or 2 weights. Amber is doing the same thing, but she's holding the band over her head with a straight leg back. Now there's another way to do that that we'll show you next round, but you should be able to find at least one way from here. Now, if all you have is the body weight because your balance is struggling a little bit, that's okay, because you shouldn't do these things with bad form. So, if you can't do the body weight version, you should move up to a band or a weighted version, because you want to make sure you have a foundation and you want to make sure that everything's built soundly. Good. Now, notice Drew's working hard on his arms going up at the same time that his legs goes up, okay? He doesn't make his arms go and then his leg follows. He moves in one piece. As Amber likes to say, teeter-tottering, and she just had a little band down here. All right, luckily we're going to go to bicep curls. Now the good news is we're going to show a different way to do the band on the next round. She showed a very challenging way, and we like that way, but we're going to show another version where she anchors it around her foot. So this way, when we do these in future workouts, you have even yet another option. All right, bicep curls are not rocket science, okay? If the sun's out, you gotta get your guns out. So that being said, everybody's getting their arm very parallel to the floor. It's not tipping down too low. It's in an isometric hold. 3, 2, 1. We're all very happy that that one's done because we only have one more arm and then we're done. Again, the whole goal of today's workout was short, quick, fast, okay? You're gonna have plenty of time to do other things, and in the future you can add more rounds. You can do 4, 5, 6 rounds of these. So it's also educating you so that when you need to do workouts at home and the power goes out and you can't find a video of us because you'll miss us terribly and you'll cry a lot, then you will at least be able to figure something out. Good. Notice none of them are rocking. They're not using their whole body to push themselves through. Okay? Alright, so we are going to go to our deadlift. So Amber is going to grab her handles below the anchor point, and then she is going to do a single leg deadlift just like Drew, just like Vicky, and she is going to pull from the floor up. So that's the new version, okay? I'm going to ask Drew to take a giant step backwards over by the bike so we can get a little view of Vicky. Vicky is doing a single arm, single leg. So the leg that's going up in the air, that's the same side of the body that she's holding the weight on. So that's a little bit more like a counterbalance version. There are many ways to do single leg deadlifts, and you should find the one that's best for you. As we go through this, we're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to head into our next round of supersets. It's a short, quick day. That's the way we built it. So, which one are you doing? Are you following the body weight only? Are you adding heavy weights? Are you doing the band with it anchored around your foot? Are you doing the band where it's anchored around the back leg and you're holding it above your head? Another great one if you're working on finding your spots. 3, 2, 1. All right, so that wraps up our bicep curl deadlift version. We are going to go to back rows, and we're going to show them weighted, and we're going to show them with a band, and then we're going to do the pistol squats. So you're going to need a chair or a couch or something to kind of get yourself set up on. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to do some back rows. We can do those on an anchor point standing, which you're going to follow Vicky. We've got Drew who's going to do the weighted version, and Amber's going to do the anchor point on the bottom of the band. But we're going to get started, so let's do this. 3, 2, 1. All right, back rows it is, right? So, what is the commonality? Vicky, Drew, Amber all have their heads stacked over their spine in great alignment. They're pulling into their armpits and they're just putting a pause on it. They're just holding, okay? Now, Vicky and Drew have a little bit of a wider stance. Amber has a super wide stance because she's trying to make her band a little bit harder. Now after this, we're going to go to some just general squats. Okay? So 3, 2, 1, there's our squats. Yeah, you can hold a weight. We're not going to do box yet. We're going to do shoulder pistol squats next. Yeah, you can use a band, you can use body weight, whatever you want. Vicky's going to pick up that weight right there. How about that? There we go. Perfect. So we are off to the races. We are just doing our body weight squats, and we're going nice and slow. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to stay on our heels, and we are going to drop down. But we have to go to that single, double like we have in all the other options, right? So we are going to go to single arm back row, single leg squat, single leg squat. Drew's going to show double leg squats for us, for any of those of you who are at home having trouble. Okay? As we do this, Vicky's got the handles of her band in one hand, so does Amber. Drew is just doing a weight, and he's doing his rows. Now, you make this harder and easier in a lot of different ways. If you only have a light weight, you can just go a little faster. If you have a heavy weight, you can add a little pause. If you notice, Vicky's doing a good job of keeping her neck out of her shoulders. Amber is doing a great job of just adding a pause at the top and keeping her body flat and still. We got to do the other side, that's what we do. So everybody's doing a great job. Now, after this, we're going to go to some pistol squats. I'm going to give you a couple options, but you're going to need something to sit on. 3, 2, 1. All right, off we go. So we're going to do those rows. We're going to row that right up and in, and as we do so, we're going to add a little pause. As we add a little pause, we are going to hold and contract your shoulder blades. As we do that, we're going to finish up this side of the body. I'm going to send it to Drew, and he is going to do pistol squats and teach the Vicky version and the Amber version.
All right. So pistol squats, we're going to get going in 5 seconds. This one is a single leg movement, unless you want to do double legs for stability. We're going right now. So Amber is keeping her front heel on the ground the whole entire time. It's still just like a regular squat. Her weight is on her heels, her chest is up. Vicky is dropping that front heel or keeping it up the whole time. I want you to do what you can do. Keep going. You got 5 more seconds. Both of them doing a great job keeping their chest up and exhaling the whole time. 2, 1, good. Taking that break.
Yeah. Those are fun.
I don't think Amber is liking this one very much.
Love them so much. So
We're
much.
switching legs in 3, 2, 1. Come on. Keep that chest up. Weight on the heel. The same thing with a regular squat. You want that knee to be a little bit behind the toes and don't let it cave in. Keep it right above your feet. Keep on going. They're going to do a great job keeping their weight on their heels. They're going to do a great job keeping their chest up. You have 10 more seconds left. If you have that foot up, you can always put it down. Use that front foot to help you up a little bit more. 2, 1, good. Now we're going back to that single arm row. Last time doing these exercises, y'all. 3, 2, 1, come on, single arm row. So you can do this with dumbbells, bands, whatever you have. So Amber has a little bit heavier band. She's grabbing both handles, so she's pausing at the top. She still keeps a nice flat back. Vicky can make it a little bit harder by putting her feet together if she wanted to, add a little bit more core stability. But she's doing a great job squeezing those shoulder blades. 5 more seconds. Keep going, last 3 reps. 2, 1, good. Switching sides. You have a quick 12-second break, catch your breath, shake it out a little bit. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, come on. So, I know we're all getting a little tired. This is a lot of strength training. This is a big wear on those muscles, so do not break that form. Keeping that flat back, keeping that neutral spine. Both of them are doing a great job not breaking it. You got 10 more seconds. Looking good, looking good. You got 3, 2, 1, good. Last time doing these pistol squats. If you're getting tired, you can double up on regular 2-legged squats. If you're not, get going with those pistols. 3, 2, 1, come on. Nice job, nice job. Feel that burn in that leg that is going down. Quick tap on the box and then come right back up. If you need to take a break, sit back for 1 quick second and then come back up. Let's go, we got 10 more seconds left. But they're doing a great job I want you to have your chest up. Vicky's gonna smile. She loves pistol squats. We got 2, 1, good. She's killing it over
She's
there.
just knocking them
I
out.
know.
Concentrate. And I'm like, ah!
All right, last time. 2, 1.
That's how I feel.
All right, let's go. Last 25 seconds on this superset.
This is what
Keep going. If you need to, put that heel off the ground. Use it for a little bit more stability. If your balance is feeling good, keep that heel up. Remember, keeping that weight on that back heel and still squeezing your shoulder blades. Give me that proud chest. We got 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. So, take a quick little break. So we're gonna grab some water. That is the end of round superset 3. Superset 4, we are gonna get ready for V-sits, overhead drops, and RKC planks. We will see you in a little bit.
Welcome back, everybody. We are going to go to the floor right now. We're going to end this all with a core superset. And we are going to do V-sits, overhead drops, and an RKC plank. So if you don't know those, we'll get them set up during the first round and we'll do some good work here. So here's what's going to happen. A V-sit has a couple of options. Vicky's already set up with her hands behind her knees. Amber's going to set up with her hands behind her knees, but she's going to lose them, and so is Drew. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to put Drew's hands behind his knees then. So Drew is going to be the easy version, and he can put his feet on the ground if he wants. Vicky and Amber are doing the hard version. Amber's showing her hands across her chest. Vicky is showing her hands elevated. Both of them are doing a straight leg version, which makes it more challenging. Now we're going to lie on the floor, and from there, we are going to lie on the floor now, and we are going to do what's called an overhead drop. Now, it shouldn't be hard for anybody to find some weights because, as Amber is showing, you can make a weight at home. If you don't have a weight, then you are just using your arms and you're using this as a mobility move. Now I'm going to show that. I'm going to take Amber's weight away. She's going to do her arms and drop them down. But to make it a little bit harder, she's going to elevate her feet and push her lower back into the ground. Vicky is also keeping her feet elevated and her arms are completely straight. Drew is doing the same thing, and he's using a little bit of a heavier weight. Now, after this, we're going to roll over onto our stomachs. When we get over onto our stomachs, we're going to do a plank. Now, the one I have written in for today is an RKC plank, but you can do a push-up plank or just a straight-up plank. What makes an RKC plank different? You take those elbows, you pull those elbows 1 inch closer to your toes. You push your toes into the ground, and you do whatever you can to distract yourself. If you can't tell that Amber is speaking in tongues, she's snapping her fingers, she is doing all sorts of crazy things just to distract herself. Now the good news about this is that we are going right back to V-sits, okay? V-sits can be done any number of ways as you already have seen. I want you to pick the one that's for you. Now, everybody knows that I'm a total jerk when it comes to these workouts. So, because we don't have a 2-arm and then a 1-arm version, instead of doing 3 rounds, we're gonna do 4. Woo! Yeah! Drew is showing a twisting V-sit version. So when we do these the next time, I'm gonna ask him to face the camera so they can see a better version of that at home. Vicky is trying to show that she didn't have wine last night because she is bouncing around like crazy over here, and Amber is still speaking in tongues as we go to overhead drops. So, are we using a weight? Are we using just our arms for mobility? Are our legs up or are our legs down? Those are your options, everybody. We know what to do. We know how to do it. Now we just have to get through it. Come on, baby, let's go. Arms are going straight overhead. Arms and elbows are straight. If you cannot get to the floor, that is okay. But it also means that's what you're working towards. 5 more seconds and then we're gonna head to those RKC planks. Round 2, almost done. We got 2 more after this. Come on, we can do this. No one's gonna die today. No one's gonna feel like I tortured them beyond belief. I'm not sure if Amber is speaking to me in tongues and saying bad words or not, but it doesn't sound good for me. So, we are pushing your elbows towards your toes. You are squeezing your shoulder blades together, and you are squeezing your butt cheeks together like you're trying to crush a walnut, like a nutcracker. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now she's turned into a trained seal. She has turned into a seal.
Whatever you gotta do. You get through that.
All right. We are going into our V-sits. I'll let Amber do the easy version this time. She's gonna put her feet on the ground for me, and then she's gonna lean back. She's gonna put her hands across her chest. If that's too hard for you, she can put her hands behind her knees. Vicky, as always, is doing the hardest version we got, which is awesome for her. Her body is in alignment, her legs are straight, her arms are straight. Drew is showing a little bit of a twisting rotary version. So if you play a sport that requires a little bit more rotary work, this is a great one to throw in. Guess what? Overhead drops, round 3. Let's go, come on. We had a rough start to this workout. So we gotta kind of kick it into high gear and finish strong. I know you all have it in you. I know you can do this. Let's go. Drop it overhead, come back up. Good. These are all little mini workouts. Now, when you see this, and we do the workout in the vault, you're gonna see this as a double, single workout. But I'm also going to save it so that they're each their own little superset. So they're little 6-minute workouts. So if you ever have just a little bit of time, you can do them that way. 3, 2, 1. We are off to our RKC Planks. I love it, it looks good. I'm excited to show you guys. I know you guys are gonna do your best work right now. So we're going in 3, 2, 1. I think I found out part of Amber's problem. She starts early. So as we do this, the toes are pushed in. Now, if I were to be a horrible person and take my hand and push down on Drew, I would have a lot of tension. It would feel like a bench.
Do it!
Oh, don't ask for what you don't want, my friend.
Do it!
All right, 3, 2, 1. Last round here. I said we were going to kick it into high gear with one good. Yeah, do it. Now he's sitting there holding his back. All right, Bicep, let's go. You're stalling, pretty boy.
That's on fire!
All right, let's go. So, I'm glad we're getting playful. That means we're laughing, and when we're laughing, we're using our core muscles. That's the best way to use your core muscles. Shoulder blades back, chest up. Legs are straight, legs are bent, legs are on the floor, hands are behind your knees, hands are overhead, hands are across your chest. I sound like Dr. Seuss right now. Let's go. Keep moving, push hard. Do your best work right now. 3, 2, 1. All right, overhead drop, last time. What are you gonna do to make this personal for you? You gotta make it personal for you. Our legs in the air. Can you get all the way to the floor this time? Because now you're warmed up. Do you feel like you're still not quite getting there? Whatever it is, we'll fix it. We'll get better at it. Let's go. Come on. Let's do our best work right now. Drop those arms straight back. Keep your ribs up and open. We're going to go in 10 more seconds. We're going to do our last RKC plank, and then you are done for the day. Remember, the idea is that you find time to get a little bit of workout in every single day. The body is meant to move. We're going to our RKC plank. That was probably not my best cue when we're going to the one exercise where we don't move at all. All right, so as we're set up, our butt is down, our body is completely straight. It is rigid, rigid, rigid. Our necks are relaxed. Push your shoulder blades towards your tailbone. Do not hunch them up into your shoulders. Notice I'm giving a little bit of a test to Amber, making sure that her lower back is not sinking into the ground. We've got 3, we've got 2, we've got 1. You guys did a great job today for our double, single. Vicky, Amber, Drew, thank you for helping me teach this today. We are going to show this in 2 different ways in the vault. Okay, we are going to show it as a full one workout where you can do just strength and core work and maybe go for a run if you want. And then I'm also going to edit it so that it's broken up into little mini 6-minute workouts, and it'll say 6-minute superset and then chest press or glute bridge. So whenever you need a good workout, you know where to find us. Results Only Fitness, thanks for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow. Woo!